Salam everyone, since we're in the month of Ramadan, I thought I'd share with you some of my most practical study strategies and tips to help you study more effectively during this month of Ramadan. I know how difficult it can be. You're getting up at 4 a.m., you have to go to class, maybe you have to make your own meals. It's very difficult, and you're doing this all without coffee. And trust me, I've been there. For those of you that are new to this channel, my name is Abdul. It's Abdul Rahman for all of you guys wondering. I'm a fourth year medical student, and it's safe to say that I've been through many Ramadans at this point where I've been studying, and it's been very difficult for the past like 2 3 years. Remember when Ramadan was in August, July, and June? Well, during that time for the past 2 3 years, I was either studying for boards or I was doing an elective where I'd have to go to the hospital during the day, and then I'd try studying in the evening or at night. So trust me, I've been through the trenches and I've learned a lot. So I'd like to share some of what I've learned during in this video, and if you're struggling at this time, you're in the right place. And quickly, for those who don't know and are here out of curiosity, Ramadan is the holy month in our calendar where God has asked us to fast, and it's really a special and blessed month for us. It's a time of reflection and community, fasting from dawn till dusk. It isn't just a physical test, but also a mental one, affecting our energy levels, focus, and overall routine. And it feels like time is very short during this month, and there's a lot going on. But I think there's four key principles this month that if you follow, I think you'd be good. One, believe in Allah. Two, try your best. Three, get sleep. And four, don't eat oily and greasy foods. I'll be going through each one during this video. With that being said, I think it's crucial to understand that, before we even begin, that Allah has your back during this month. Inshallah, whatever you're working on, whatever you're striving for, if you do it with the best of intentions, I truly believe, if you do it with tawakkul, that Allah's help is with you. And I know, we have all of these anxieties about doing well and how things are going to work out. But, think about the miracles that have happened during this month of Ramadan historically. This is a month where the Quraysh were beaten at the Battle of Badr. The Crusaders were annihilated at Hattin. The Mongols, were repulsed at the Battle of Ain Jalut. This is the month where stories reach their twist. Fates are turned and the impossible is made possible. So pray for yourself and your communities, and inshallah, if you have the right intentions, it will work out. All right, now that I've hyped you up, let's get into this video. My first tip would be to adjust your schedule. I know that's an obvious point, but there's a proper way to do it or an ideal way to do it, and then there's the way that I do it. I think the ideal schedule would be to study after suhoor when you've just eaten and you get in some studying during those golden hours when nobody's bothering you, and that would be the perfect way to do it, but it doesn't work for me. It can work for me if I sleep after Taraweeh, or if I sleep after Isha and I have school the next day, then I have to make it work. But otherwise, on my days off, it doesn't usually work for me. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend that it does. In my experience, I've never been as productive while fasting or during those golden hours in the morning. It's only after that I break my fast. I have to essentially stay up until suhoor, or I have to stay up until 2 a.m. Like 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. is my prime time. That's when I get stuff done. And obviously, of course, this depends on your schedules. Everybody's schedule is going to be different. And if you don't have to wake up the next day, my advice would be flip your schedule. Like on the weekends, Friday and Saturday, I'm sure you have a day where the lecture is at 1 p.m. Just try maximizing the time when you can actually eat, and try maximizing the time when you actually wake up in the morning, like the first 2 hours. Because I'm really productive the first 2 hours after I wake up, but then hour three of fasting, I'm just out. Of course, there's a big caveat. If you have work to do, you have to be there at 8 a.m. Then it might be worth it to study before you work and try maximizing that time. Regardless, I think you're gonna have to focus your intensity around either suhoor or after iftar. Um, it's difficult to put yourself in the middle somewhere. But be easy on yourself and take breaks. This is a month where you need to be able to study while being mindful of your energy, and pushing yourself to your absolute limits won't help, and it'll just make you more exhausted and burnt out. Incorporating short mindful exercises or prayers into break, whether it's a short walk, maybe take Tarabi as a break. You need those mental and spiritual breaks to help you stay recharged and help you stay on track, and they go a very long way. My second piece of advice is around food. Avoid putting yourself in a food coma and absolutely stuffing yourself at iftar at all costs. I think the way to do this would be to have a iftar and then have a second meal later on when you're hungry. And I think, with that being said, I think you should avoid like oily and greasy foods as well. Like, you know how our food is, like all the biryanis, the samosas, the niharis. It makes you really gaseous. I feel like it mentally makes you slow, and you're gonna be putting your intensity of studying around Sohor and Iftar. So if you're not in the game like at those times, it's gonna be very hard later on. So make sure that you avoid stuffing yourself. Just even if you're eating like unhealthy food, like just have it in proportions. Maybe avoid if you're gonna have the biryani with the salan and with the with the everything, maybe avoid the sweets, avoid the samosas, because sweets, all of these type of things, they exacerbate your energy slumps in my opinion, and they make it very difficult. Who's gonna want to study after that? I'm trying to take a nap after eating that much. So make sure whatever you're eating is healthy, at least a little bit, and go from there. With that said, you need to also focus on your hydration. I think Ramadan is not hard because of like the food wise, yeah, sure, in the last 2 hours. But if you don't hydrate, man, like your day could just start off really messed up if you don't hydrate the night before. And the best ways I've found to hydrate are having lassi. So lassi is a yogurt drink. Mix yogurt with water, and you can Google it. Um, and have a banana strawberry milkshake. That works wonders for me. I feel like these things, because they're not directly water, I feel like they retain water because your body takes longer to digest them. So it's slowly over a period of time. It'll keep you hydrated throughout the day. That's worked for me. My third tip is to build flexibility, and stressing the importance of flexibility in your study plan and adjusting your expectations based on your energy and focus levels. Each day is going to be different. Try finding fellow Muslimic friends who are also going through Ramadan together with you. It makes all of the difference, honestly, by keeping each other accountable, by working together on how to tackle things. And I have a roommate who is observing Ramadan with me, and we have iftar together. We are having sari together. It just adds, it's that companionship relation, where at least you're in it together. It's not gonna go perfectly, and Ramadan is also, it's not just about studying, obviously. So you're not gonna be on your game 100%, and that's okay. I truly believe you won't go wrong studying in Ramadan if you have faith in Allah, you're trying your best, you're getting the right amount of sleep. We didn't touch too much on that, but make sure you get at least 4 or 5 hours per night, and then try taking a nap during the day, and you're eating healthy. Those are really good principles that you can take and that will help you in this Ramadan. I think the focus of Ramadan is self reflection and growth. So lean into that. And I think ultimately you might not be on your game this month, but inshallah, you'll get the most out of it. And I hope, you know, regardless of what you do, if you have tawakkul, you try your best, your honest best, um, inshallah, it'll work out. And I hope all of these tips helped you. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.